How's it going, boys? Welcome back to another brand new video. And today, I know I sound a little bit tired because I am, but look, there's something very important going on in Dota, and that is there's a couple supports in the game that is completely retarded. So what do I mean by this? There is two support heroes in mind currently in the Dota patch, one being Ancient Apparition and one being Winter Wyvern. What do these supports have in common? They have an ability to completely shit fuck every single carry in the game, okay? And the best part about it is they need 0 gold, 0 everything. All they need is to get some XP, get their ultimate, and that's all they fucking need. So what do I mean by this? Ancient Apparition, they're both pretty weak laners. That's pretty much their downside. But I'm gonna like tell you guys how you can play the lane and essentially not give a shit about, being weak. You both have a ability to nuke people from long distances, so your positioning has to be good. And the best part about AA is that you don't even need to be in the fights to be in the fights, and sometimes you want to be further away from the fight so you can get your ult on more people. And this ability basically fucks up everyone, right? But this is a Winter Wyvern guide, so I don't know why I'm talking about AA. But look, yeah, let's just get into the game because why not? So Winter Wyvern, he has an ability that completely shuts down any carrying the game. He has multiple abilities that actually do that. So, he has one ability that you can actually play him as like a mid hero or offlane hero. And people underestimate how much damage Arctic Burn does, but look at the health burn. It's a percentage burn. It's a percentage fucking burn effect with a movement speed slow, giving her flying vision and just completely absolutely bonkers. I don't know how to explain this. Like, it's actually insane. You're burning at 9% HP per second of the current HP, so not max HP. If it was max HP, holy fuck, that would be retarded. But it's like insanely broken, this magic damage and whatnot. He has a Splinter Blast. This is more of a nuking, so you're like pushing waves, right? It essentially allows you to push waves and harass. He has an ability that makes every single, it's undispellable, so in the duration that this hap occurs, any carry that does any kind of physical damage is completely shut down. So like PA, Juggernaut with his Omni Slash, Terror Blades, literally any hero, right? The only way to counteract this is like if you're like an anti-mage or like a PL, you can like steal their mana. So even when they're like not hitting you, you steal mana, or like a Slark stealing stats. Or if you're like Luna or something like Morphling that you just like don't care about the Cold Embrace because you just magic nuke through it, right? That works as well. But generally, most carries in the game, I'll say 95% of the carries do physical. Troll Warlord, Ursa, Terrorblade, Spectre to a certain extent, Ricky, Faceless Void is a big one. If you Cold Embrace someone in Chrono, holy fuck yeah, he's not killing him. PA, Monkey King, Gyro to a certain degree, Bloodseeker even. Literally anyone, Wraith King, right? A lot of heroes gets fucked. And the best part about Winter Wyvern is that this is a really long range. And you have ability that makes you fly over things. So this is literally a make or break, okay? The only part about Wyvern that's really difficult to play is the fact that he has 2 spells that you can completely fuck over your team if you don't use them properly. One being Cold Embrace is that if they're trying to run away, like let's say you have an anti-mage that's about to die, right? He can blink away, but if you Cold Embrace him, the enemy can follow it up with a stun very easily, and then the anti-mage would die. Or if you have a PA that wouldn't normally die because she already has evasion, but she dies to magic damage, and then you Cold Embrace her, and there's a Skywrath mage that perfectly lands an ultimate on standing still PA, you fucked up, okay? So you have to be very careful with this. And also, just dying before you get to cast your spells, which is really bad. Everyone, by the way, with a Winter Wyvern on the enemy team or on your team, the enemy has to kill you first. You have to kill the enemy Wyvern first. There is no other way around it. You are not winning the fight if the Wyvern does not die. Because the Wyvern will, 1, save his team. 2, he will fuck up your entire initiation with 1 spell. Just like kind of like Ravage. Except for that Ravage, 1, Ravage doesn't go through BKB. And 2, Ravage, it kind of stuns everyone. It doesn't kill someone. You know what I mean? And plus, Ravage is like double the amount of cooldown. Along with the fact that like you can't really burst the Tidehunter, but you can't burst the Wyvern. So yeah, that's that. Essentially, this spell makes someone's BKB useless. So like, let's say if the Ursa has a BKB or whatnot, right? He gets his first BKB and he's about to fight. He's like, okay, I'm gonna use my BKB, and then you're gonna be like psyched because you can literally do this while he's BKB'd. And his entire BKB is gonna run out. Well, obviously not, because there's no one beside him. But if there's like an enemy beside him right here, and then he BKBs, you ult him, his BKB is gonna get worn out. Like, it's just straight up gonna get worn out. It's gonna be useless. This is an 8-second duration BKB, by the way. So yeah, it's really good. And you know, if the enemy has some damage, and then there's like a support beside him, you ult him, he's just gonna die. It's like a free kill. It's very nice. Also, one thing to keep in mind is that while you're ulting someone, you can actually hit them with all your spells. You're the only one that can deal damage to them besides their own team, so your carries cannot do it. It can sometimes fuck up a lot of things. Like, let's say the Enigma's trying to black hole someone, or if the person is trying to ravage someone, the Invoker is trying to cast a combo, and then you use this, then all the is essentially like a Naga Siren's ultimate in a way. So you can fuck up your team really easily, and sometimes you can even save someone. It's very hard to play Wyvern. Wyvern is almost like Enigma, but even harder, I would say. So Wyvern takes a lot of skill to play. There is an easy way though. So this is what I'm gonna tell you guys. First, let's just go through the skills, right? Skills, whatnot, and I'll go through the end. So essentially, Wyvern counters every single physical damage carry, anything physical damage. Anything that's magical that doesn't really need to be beside you to deal damage to you is pretty good against Wyvern, especially like Tinker Zeus, stuff like that, right? And heroes that like the jump imp, so like Nyx Assassins and Spectres and whatnot is like pretty cancer to play with. I mean, play against. So yeah, so level 1 you're getting Arctic Burn because you can fly through things and you can harass people, right? The fact that you can fly through things is very, very cool. I mean, it's like, look how much damage this guy took. This is just level 1 Winter Wyvern Curse. He's just burning. He's getting burned. His health is just dying to burn. Now this does wear off, so you have to restock it. But if you land this as many, like try to stack it on someone, like the way how you want to play this is, you know, hit them once, twice, 3 times. You kind of want to space them out a little bit so they're burning through the whole entire duration. And I would say, you know, this spell, it really depends. This spell skills extremely well. This spell skills pretty well too. Not really. But here's the thing. This scales with cooldown, attack range, health burn, and movement speed slow. If you're trying to get kills in lane, you max Arctic Burn. If you're trying to, let's say you have like a carry like a Ursa or something, or like a Juggernaut, you could max Arctic Burn. Because the extra slow really seals the deal right there for getting kills and whatnot, right? If they're trying to run away from you. But let's say you're in the lane, you have like a Spectre or something, right? You have a Spectre or you have a PL that's trying to go jungle at like minute 3, okay? And then the enemy has like very strong dueling, like a Marana Axe or Marana Mars or some shit. And then you know your carry is just gonna fucking jerk off in the jungle because they can't lane because they're too fucking weak. Then you want to max your W, okay? You max your W and you only get 1 point in Arctic Burn for the flying vision, because there is some cool mechanics with the Arctic Burn. So let's say there's a Mars, right? Level up enemy to max. If you have active Arctic Burn active, he actually can't spear you on the walls. You just get speared out because you're flying technically. It's kind of like how Night Stalker works. It's very fucking funny in the way how it works, but that's how it works. So yeah, you know, if there is a Marzen lane, you could just get this and you can like sit in the trees so you can't actually die. Yeah, and you just sit in the trees and then you nuke out the wave like this, okay? You just do that and then you nuke out the wave. That's all you do, baby. That's all you fucking do. And then the tower's never gonna die. You just try to delay the push as much as you can while getting XP, while farming, because your level 6 matters. Okay? If your carry bought no regen, he's like an absolute retard, you should buy salves for him. But if you're not buying salves, maybe get 1 point in Cold Embrace. Now, 2% HP is actually very good, except that, you know, it's a little bit of a wasted ability in my opinion, because I feel like the Splinter Blast and Arctic Burn just does more. But you could get 1 point in Cold Embrace. It's absolutely fine, actually. And then you max Arctic Burn, get your ultimate whenever possible, max Cold Embrace last, because this skill's the worst out of everything. For your talents, kind of situational. I like to take the 50 damage no matter what. Mainly because the Cold Embrace heal is nice and all, but 5% is honestly a lot, guys. The 1.5% is not the deal breaker here. Your carry is either going to live because they don't have magic damage, or he's going to die because they have magic damage. The 1.5 heal is really not going to do that much. However, the 50 works with your Q, works with like everything, and Wyvern is actually a pretty potent right clicker. 15 is kind of whack. So if you're getting bursted, you know, 275 HP, not even a question. But if you guys are having initiation issues, like you don't really have anyone to build a Blink Dagger and whatnot, you have like a Bristleback off lane, you have like a, I don't know, like a Ursa or something, and you just need like vision, you could be that vision provider with your Arctic Burn. So that is questionable, but usually I'll take the HP. This one is kind of tough. So if you're going the mid Wyvern build with like the, so when you're going mid or offlane Wyvern, generally you go Witch's Blade, because Witch's Blade, the slow on top of the burn from this, you hit them like 2 times and you just burn to death. It's pretty stupid, because you're also Intel hero, right? Let's not get that wrong. With 3.6 fucking Intel gang, it's stupid. And this gives you the perfect attack speed and projectile speed and everything you need. Plus armor, because you don't have the best agi gang. Now, if you're a support, just get Splinter Blast so you can push out waves more and you can just deal more damage to everything. For this one, this is kind of weird. I would say that if you really have to shut down the carry, or if the Winter's Curse basically allows you to get a free kill of any of the carries beside a support or offlaner, you kind of get this one, because it also shuts down their BKB, especially if they have SNY. Now, if they don't, you could get the Splinter Blast stun, because this is actually very good too. The Splinter Blast stun is like, it's super annoying. It's a 7-second cooldown that just stuns people. It's pretty fucking whack. So yeah, that's that. That's basically it, guys. As for the item build, you're gonna buy a shit ton of regen and a bunch of healing stuff for the lane, because you need to get it for your carry, you need to trade and whatnot. You can get a wand if you want. You can get raindrops for value Kajali so you don't get popped. Arcane Boots, I think Arcane Boots are a must on Wyvern, because you have an ability that heals yourself. So the Tranquil Boost is not like make or break, but you have a lot of spells that just need mana. So I would say that you should probably get mana boots. Yeah. Eventually you turn that shit into an Aether Lens, and then you disassemble this, right? You turn it into Aether Lens, and then you buy a Tranquil Boots, because that's the only other boot you can really buy besides like Boots of Travel, but you're not gonna do that because you're a support. Now this, I do think Wyvern mid and Wyvern offlane works, and I've seen professionals play it, like Tundra against OG. However, I would say that there are some good and bad matchups here. And Wyvern, yes, you can do a shit ton of fucking damage, don't get me wrong. With a Witch's Blade, with like items, Wyvern is a fucking scary ass hero. But I think the reason why Wyvern is so good is because that he can do all this with minimal farm to no farm. That's the best part about Wyvern. and the fact that he farms really fast with Splinter Blast. So that's that. And after that, the shard and the ags are situational, honestly, because when you're going right click Wyvern, you have to go ags. So now you can basically use this infinitely, and you can just fly around the map forever. The only thing that this does is drain your mana, and that's it. Like, it literally just drains your mana and nothing else. It just drains 20 mana per second. Like, that's actually nothing if you have you know, if you have like a lot of mana. You are an intel hero, by the way, so it literally doesn't matter. You can just fly forever and just get you're basically a Night Stalker at all times, and then you're just like killing absolutely everyone. It's pretty fucking nuts. I'm actually gonna test out how much damage it's gonna do. But besides that, oh, I can still use this, huh? That's very interesting. Wait, what? I just sold my Aghanims, but I'm still flying. Wait, did I bug the game? I actually bugged the game, didn't I? Whatever. So what I was gonna say is that, you know, you buy your wars, you buy your detection and whatnot you need. That's just like everyone. Now, Aether Lens is kind of a must in my opinion, because your ultimate is kind of short range without it. So once you have this, you can really like fuck up people at a long distance, as you can see. And you can save teammates reliably, right? You can also, if you're pushing towers and there's like a creep, if you're pushing towers and your creep is trying to like go in the tower or whatnot, you can just cold embrace this one creep, and the tower will keep attacking it while everything else just hits the tower. So you're also really good at pushing too. After this, it depends on the situation. So if you're getting jumped, I'll say Ghost Scepter is the last thing you will ever get. Because one, you have Cold Embrace, so you don't really need it. Aeon Disc is like very late game. It's actually very shit. Do not rush this item. You could get either Force Staff or Glimmer Cape. These are the best items on Wyvern. As you can see, these other items it's okay. It's situational, right? If they have too much magic damage and Cold Embrace doesn't cut it, you could buy a Pipe. You could buy Holy Locket for more heals. But then I'll get the 1.5 Cold Embrace talent. But Force Staff and Glimmer Cape is the shit, guys. Because one, you can go Invis and you can save your team. And Invis is always nice. And this gives the person magic damage. So if you have a teammate getting jumped, you can literally Cold Embrace them and give them Glimmer Cape. And now they have 45% magic res while getting healed. So they have 100% physical resistance and a 45% magic res. So now they're getting healed by a shit ton, and they're not getting bursted by a Luna ulti or whatnot. And a lot of times, if they don't have sentries, you just straight up like, they're just invulnerable for that duration, which is really nice. Force Staff, so you can reposition yourself, right? If there's a Slark, if there's anything, and to move away from people or to get in top of fights, you can get a Force Staff. Now, the most ballsy way to play Wyvern is just go for a Blink Dagger, because if you have a Blink Dagger, this is how you do it, okay? You have a Blink Dagger, the range at where you can fuck up someone is very huge. So if I have a Blink Dagger, I can blink to here and just ult this guy. Wait, hold on, I fucked up. So like, let's say if I'm here, I can blink to here and just ult this guy. So I can literally if I see them, if I'm like standing here and I see an enemy here, I can ruin his day by being this far away from the guy. I can ruin his day by being this far away. You see that? That is fucking insane. However, Blink Dagger does like not give you the utility that these items get, but you know, it's pretty obvious what you're gonna get. Now this is the carry Wyvern, I believe. This is literally what makes Wyvern absolutely autistic. So you go Power Treads, right? You go Power Treads, and then you go Orchid, and then you can go Blink Dagger. You go Witch's Blade every time. You go Aghanim Scepter. You go, you know, this is like a late game Wyvern essentially. Let's just test it out, boys. So, what else do you get? Sure, get this. Whatever, we're just gonna get this. Late game Winter Wyvern. Now, if you think Winter Wyvern is not a carry, think again. Because look, all you have to do is ult them, right? Use your thing, and he's dead. I mean, like, holy shit, you are literally flying forever here. They're not even going close to you. They can't even fucking move. They cannot fucking move, guys. Hold on, this is a bit too OP. Let's just like make it normal. Let's just see how much damage Orchid plus this do. Okay, at level 30. So let's get like the tankiest motherfucker out here. Alright, something like a Centaur. Okay, Centaur is gonna get you killed. So maybe like a DK. Okay. Level up enemy to max. Let's give this guy, you know, we're gonna give him all his dragon spell and whatnot so he can get tanky. Right, we're gonna max out their talents. We're gonna get the Mars's talent out as well. We're gonna give this guy like Heart of Tarask. Right, we're gonna give him a lot of heart. Actually no, we're gonna give him some armor too. This is a Mars with 4 hearts, by the way. Like, holy shit, this guy is tanky as fuck, guys. Let's see how much damage Wyvern's gonna do. By the way, this is just a Wyvern with this. So he's gonna ult in Orchid. Oh wait, oops, I didn't use my thing. Yeah, you're burning him. This is the burn damage. He's dying to the Arctic burn. You see how off this is? He's dying to the burn. This is all burn damage. This is burn damage, guys. This is not right click damage. This is magic. Okay? Now we're gonna give Wyvern some like actual damage so he can be like decently potent. Oh yeah, Mars is really good against physical damage, that's for sure. Holy fuck, you're so far away. Yeah, that's insane, guys. Licking Wyvern is fucking scary. Well, that's pretty much it for the video, guys. If you guys learned something, please drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, check out the Twitch, check out the Patreon, check out the Discord, check out the anything and everything, boys. Have a very nice day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.